Hi students, I'm Sonia from Vidya Guru, starting a new session on current affairs. This is going to be the second part for the month of September, so September 2025. So current affairs for September, we are beginning with the second session. Prior to starting, I have to tell you that the session will remain in English medium. If you are not comfortable with the language, you can switch to the Hindi session that is also there in the playlist. Such sort of sessions are recorded primarily for students who are in South India, primarily who are in Northeast India, who are not very comfortable with Hindi. That means if somebody is from Tamil Nadu, Kerala, maybe Karnataka, we keep all those students in our mind so that such students can even educate themselves with the current affairs that we are offering. But anyway, if you're comfortable with English, you can keep watching the session in this language only. Now, if we start, I have to tell you something that we prepare students on the basis of topic wise, that's the manner we present to you the pointers. If the pointers are there on the screen, if you actually feel that multiple points are there, if one point is being explained in detail, you understand that it's like wasting your time. Why? Because out of one page, you just get one point. That's difficult. That means you require a lot of time. Here I try to get more points. You can see that. So I actually try 4 points, 3 to 4 points, or maybe 5 points, on one page. By that, you'll end up learning more questions. So consider them questions which are straight away going to be there in your exam. First question we are beginning with is the 700 megawatt wind energy generation. By Tata, by Suzlon Energy. Are they tying up? Yes. But the state is important here. Andhra Pradesh is the place where they are coming up with such a plant. So India updates, that's the topic we are beginning with. So we are saying 700 megawatt wind energy project or wind energy production is kept into account. Now we are saying Andhra Pradesh is the place, but that's not it. They are planning. See, because if something huge happens, they are expected to spend money also. So 6,000 crores is what they are expecting to spend on that. Such a thing, wind energy project of the state by Tata Group and by Suzlon Energy. Now I have written something else alongside. So that can also be asked. So it is renewable energy 100 companies. So you'll rarely see some, from our side. So one single company from our side is Suzlon Energy, which has actually become or taken position there in renewable energy 100 list. So it is like something quite important for you. Let me, make you revise all that one by one. You'll understand. I said 700 megawatt is the wind energy projects, like the production, like how much they can produce. So that is what I've written. 6,000 crore that they are planning to spend on that. The place is Andhra Pradesh where the project is coming up. Then I said Tata and Suzlon Energy. Tata Group and Suzlon Energy tying up. Yes, of course, that is how they are actually coming up with such a huge thing. Suzlon Energy is basically that company which has become the part of renewable energy 100 companies. So out of all that, you will see only one company, our one company, which is there and actually has, made a mark and got the position there in RE 100. So it is like that important. So one by one, 6,000 crores, 700 megawatt watt production, maybe Tata and Suzlon Tire, and apart from that, RE 100 companies. So all this information is something that you have to learn out of one point. Now, after this first one, second one is about Infosys, the acquisition made by Infosys. So Infosys acquired Versant Group. What do I mean by saying that? First, 75% stake in Australia's Versant Group by Infosys. Are they in IT? Yes, of course. But usually, see, they are into many things. Information technology, of course, they are. Telecom is like, of course, they are. You will see it as basically a subsidiary of Telstra. So, what is Telstra? Telstra is like the company from Australia, of course. So, it is a subsidiary of Telstra only. I'll repeat, I said Infosys has acquired 75% stake in Australia's Versant Group, which is basically a company which is basically a subsidiary of Telstra Group. I said, if I've written telecom company, you must understand that there are many things which they are into. So IT is one of the things. So they have acquired, that particular company in 1300 crore rupees. So amount is quite huge, even if you don't get that, but acquisition from Australia by Infosys is important for you. Now the third pointer is India tests Agni 5. See, although if somebody asks you what Agni 5 is, telling them that it is a land-based missile, land-based nuclear, MIRV capable, intermediate range ballistic missile is quite long. But in the examination, of course, they can ask you anything by providing you options. But you have to make it, you have to be firm on that. If you provide such sort of information to someone, it is nuclear MIRV capable ballistic missile. It is almost like the same thing that we are discussing right now. I'll repeat. I said India has tested Agni 5 in Chandipur, Odisha. That's how you can learn. Who's behind Agni 5? Of course, DRDO. Of course, DRDO. That is why I've written that. One more thing, what Agni 5 is? It is a land-based nuclear missile. What kind of missile? MIRV capable intermediate ballistic missile. Learning that sort of information, I hope it is difficult for you, but still making you revise all that, I may feel that you'll be able to learn it easily. Let me help you with that. I said revision, 700 megawatt, Andhra Pradesh, wind energy project, Tata and Suzlon. Suzlon is an RE100 companies list and 600k crores will be spent on that. Infosys to acquire Versant Group. Versant Group is a subsidiary of Telstra, and then I said the company is from Australia. The money that Infosys is spending on that acquisition, it is 1300 crores. 75% acquisition is being made right now. Then India tests Agni 5. What is Agni 5? I told you it is a land-based nuclear, MIRV capable, intermediate ballistic missile. So intermediate range ballistic missile, that's basically the complete thing that Agni 5 does, and they tested it at Chandipur, Odisha. Till here you realize that I am not going to waste your time at all. I am not going to waste your time at all. So if you feel that, whatever I am explaining, you are able to get that. I have slowed down, like I've, slowed down a lot. That means I'm speaking at a lower pitch for a reason, so that everybody can understand. Because if I go fast, the comprehension, the understanding, of course, decreases. So I hope you understand what I'm teaching you. If you do that, please press the like button for sure. Still, if there's any concern, like if I am speaking at a pace that you're not able to understand, then subtitles can be switched on. You can do that on your, part. You can do it. Now, please press the like button if you understand what I'm teaching. Do subscribe to our channel if you haven't till now, because if you do that, you'll get the notifications of all exam relevant videos which we upload. I said on national updates, like we have written one more thing. It is about Larsen and Toubro. You may have, heard a lot about Larsen and Toubro. If there's any kind of huge construction is going on in your area, usually it is seen that it is Larsen and Toubro. Companies are into many sectors. So here we are talking about L&T Finance. Are they about to provide personal loan? For that they have to tie up with some company. So GPay is the one they are tying up with. Let me repeat. I said Larsen and Toubro, L&T Finance to offer personal loans. So for that they partner with Google Pay. Then Ajay Kumar Bhalla, the governor of Manipur, already became the governor of Nagaland as well. Ajay Kumar Bhalla became the governor of Nagaland. If they ask you who's the governor of Nagaland, so the answer is Ajay Kumar Bhalla. The name is quite easy, I know that. You'll be able to learn that. So Ajay Kumar Bhalla, new governor of Nagaland. Don't get into that. Who was the governor? Did he die? Did he take the additional charge? Don't get into that. He is the governor of Manipur and Nagaland. Learn it like that. Who? Ajay Kumar Bhalla. Next question. Federation of Association. You haven't heard the name, I know that. Federation of Association. Read that. In Indian tourism, and this H is hospitality. It is basically the apex tourism body in our country. So they want people to come here in our country. They want that our tourism economy alone should be of 3 trillion. So if they are doing that, if they are planning to do so, but they are not planning it for now, they are saying till 2027 they will be able to do that. 2047, 100 years like post-independence. So 1947, 2047, now you get that, what is happening. So they are saying that they will not be doing it now. Of course, till then they'll be doing it. I ask people to come to India, they'll of course come and they'll spend a lot, and that's how our economy of tourism will grow. But anyway, your call Federation of Association, Federation of Association. This one is Indian Tourism. This one is Indian tourism and H is hospitality. If somebody say what faith is, that I have faith in you, it's not that kind of faith we are talking about. Faith has a full form, that is why written in uppercase or capital letters. So full form is Federation of Association. Once again, this is not IT, information technology, this is Indian tourism. And H is hospitality. It is the apex body of tourism in our country. You are not aware, I know that, I'm pretty sure. So if I am saying like that they are expecting to transform our tourism economy to 3 trillion economy by 2047. So they are coming up with such a slogan that tourism at 2047. So what are they actually doing? They are actually saying that will convert our economy to $3 trillion economy, $3 trillion economy by 2047 in tourism. Just believe them. So tourism today, to transform India's tourism sector into, I hope you've read that. So tourism at 2047, they are saying that. L&T Finance to offer personal loans, partners with Google Pay. Ajay Kumar Bhalla, Governor of Manipur, became the Governor of Nagaland as well. Federation of Association, Indian Tourism and Hospitality, saying will transform India's tourism into $3 trillion economy by 2047. Now, next question. You can see important days and dates on your screen, almost all the days for September that have been covered here. See, if I find some theme important, I mention that. Otherwise, I never do that. I don't wish to waste your time. So, it is not illiterates. It is about literacy. So, International Literacy Day is celebrated on 8th of September. International Literacy Day is celebrated on 8th of September. Engineers Day, who's that engineer? Like whose birthday is celebrated as National Engineers Day? So you can mention the name in the comment box. You already know that, I'm pretty sure. If you're not, some concern is there, you're not aware, that means there's some concern because this is quite basic. Please understand that if you're preparing for any competitive exam, this is the basic stuff that you must already know. Write it down immediately in the comment section if you study a bit. If not, at least try to know. Engineers Day, it is National Engineers Day, right? So it is celebrated on 15th September. Whom are we commemorating? Whom are we remembering? Like whom are we commemorating? That means who is the person behind this Engineers Day? You have to tell me the identity of that person. We have like not us, that was national, but the lower one is international, of course. So Democracy Day is also there. That is also celebrated on 15 September. So question seems quite important. Please, it has been asked multiple times. International Day of Democracy, 15 September. 16 September is Ozone Day. 21st September, Peace Day. Learn it that way in a shorter manner so that you can retain all that. 29 September, Heart Day, right? We don't celebrate Heart Day kind of things. Of course, it is World. It is by UN. That is why it is Heart Day. Only Heart Day would do. I said Heart Day 29 September, Peace Day 21st September. 16th is Ozone Day. If you can just learn one word also, that would help you. Ozone, 16th September, Peace 21st September, 29th Heart, 15th September, Democracy. That will help you. That will help you to retain all that. Senior Citizens Day is celebrated on 21st of August. Yes, so one day I forgot to add there in the last month. So I've added it now. So one quick revision. Literacy Day 8 September. Engineers Day 15 September. That's National Engineers Day. Democracy 15 September. Ozone Day 15 September. Peace 21st September. Heart Day 29th September. Senior Citizens Day 21st August. Do tell me Whom are we commemorating? Why do we celebrate Engineers Day? I like the answer. If I like the answer, of course, I'll talk about you in the next video. So I'll actually be talking about that particular kid who has given me more information. But it should be in the point-wise manner so that I can, quickly read that. Try to provide me some information or relevant information about this particular day for sure, right? I'll be expecting your answers. Anyway, next question. Cabinet improves tech quality education. Yes, so they're trying to provide tech education quality across India. So they've come up with merit scheme. So E is there, don't read it that way. They want to create some kind of short form. So that is what they did. They want that technologically people have to be advanced, people know technology well. That is what they're coming up with. So merit has a full form. If cabinet is involved, of course, they have to come up with some scheme. Question becomes more important if they ask you what merit scheme is. So merit is about multidisciplinary education. Multidisciplinary education. This RI is research improvement. RI is research improvement, and this is quite easy. Tech education. That's how you can retain it. I hope you can. At least tech education you can. Rest of the words are difficult, I know. So merit scheme by cabinet to, of course, make people aware or provide them with technical education. That is what they believe. Once again, cabinet to improve tech education quality across India. For that, they have come up with merit scheme. What merit scheme is, they can ask you what the full form is. Then you have to tell them one by one. Multidisciplinary education, research improvement, keep them 2 research improvement, and then tech education for like, of course, to learn all that. Khelo India franchise is like a normal one which goes with everything. Here it is Asmita, that means we are talking about women, but there also particularly tribal women. Once again, Khelo India Asmita Football League, which was actually inaugurated in Maharashtra. So it is primarily for tribal women. So we're talking about 2025 and 26. So they'll be playing, of course, Asmita Football League. So Asmita is like tribal women we are referring to. Khelo India Asmita Football League 25-26 inaugurated in Maharashtra, and I said it is for tribal women. Once again, an initiative of National Commission for Women. Are they educating women on AI? Yes, they are. They are doing the same. So initiative on AI by National Commission for Women, by NCW, National Commission for Women. It is an initiative by National Commission for Women. AI literacy program for women. So we are saying the name is Yashoda AI. So I hope you like the name Yashoda AI. I hope you love the name Yashoda AI. So Yashoda AI is like by NCW. See if they provide you what is Yashoda AI. You can tell them it's an initiative by National Commission for Women. National Commission for Women. It is an initiative by them. Cabinet approved 4 semiconductor plants. Semiconductor is something in which India is investing like anything. Nowadays it is coming up. Please. So that sector, if they ask questions on that, you must be aware of it. Odisha, Andhra Pradesh and Punjab, they are establishing 4 plants on which they'll be spending 4,600 crore rupees. Did you get that? Once again. Cabinet once again, cabinet in the previous questions also. So be firm, cabinet questions, that means I'm referring to some schemes. Cabinet approved 4 semiconductor plants. Where will they be started? Odisha, Punjab and Andhra Pradesh. I said on them they will be spending around 4,600 crore rupees. Now revision. Cabinet to improve tech quality education across India. For that they have come up with merit scheme. So merit scheme is multidisciplinary education, research improvement and tech education. Khelo India Asmita Football League inaugurated in Maharashtra. It is for tribal women. National Commission for Women initiative like on AI. So AI program is like the name of it is Yashoda AI. There also National Commission for Women is there. I hope you understand the importance of this question. Here cabinet is there. They are coming up, they are establishing, they are starting. So four plants they are setting up. Odisha, Punjab and Andhra Pradesh, and they are saying 4,600 crores will be spending on the semiconductor plants. Now, state is basically the main target. What is happening in the states? That's going to be the page for the day. Nari Adalat. Nari Adalat, the name tells you that it is for women, but informal justice will be provided, of course. Apart from that, accessibility to justice isn't there for women. So they are coming up with such a thing. Who? Sikkim. We are learning state news here. So they are saying what they are saying is Nari Adalat is basically the initiative by Sikkim. First, you must understand that. But they are at least providing the access to justice. Women are actually getting that access. That is why it is important. Catalyst and ease of doing business cell to facilitate establishment of 500 new global capability centers by 2029. Karnataka is doing that. First, they'll ask you what catalyst is. Ease of doing business cell. Ease of doing business cell, catalyst, coming up with 500 centers where people will be skilled, people will be trained, and they are saying they are establishing them till 2029. So that's the global capability center they are naming it as, and Karnataka is planning to do so. See, if we are given theoretical education throughout, we all know that. If that's the case, of course, we require some skills. We lack skills. If that's the case, they are planning that skills can be provided to, of course, people who are looking for jobs or anything. So Catalyst and ease of doing business cell to facilitate establishment of 500 global capability centers by 2029. So which state behind it? Karnataka. Garud Drishti. They'll ask you what Garud Drishti is. So Garud Drishti is basically an AI-based social media monitoring system, and it is by Maharashtra. First learn that. I said Maharashtra. See, Yashoda AI is different, of course. We are not talking about Yashoda AI here. If you are trying to relate it with Garud Shakti, the names are such only so that you can retain them, of course. So Garud Shakti is by Maharashtra. What is it? It is basically an AI-based monitoring, social media monitoring system. People usually they track you. Cyber frauds are committed, and of course fake news are also present, of course, floating everywhere. So they'll actually keep an eye on fake news, apart from that on cyber frauds. By what? Maharashtra Garud Shakti. So Garud Shakti is basically the one AI based social media monitoring system by Maharashtra. Now renaming is on peak, you know that every time it happens. So Jalalabad town in UP has become Parshurampuri. Now if you cannot recall or if you cannot retain the name, you don't have any option, you have to learn it. I said Jalalabad town is in UP. It has been renamed as Parshurampuri. Try to learn that immediately and by saying that often. I said Nari Adalat in Sikkim, Catalyst, ease of doing business cell, planning to establish 500 capability or global capability centers by 2029. Karnataka is behind it. Maharashtra is coming up with Garud Drishti. Garud Drishti, they are looking at everybody. Think like that. Drishti is that only. So Garud Drishti, AI-based social media monitoring system. Renamed Jalalabad town of UP to Parshurampuri. With that, we have come to an end of the session. If you understood everything, you have the option of pressing the like button. You can join us. Of course, we'll provide you complete course. Our website is there, online.vidyaguru.in. You can join us, of course. So that website you can go and you can, take the course of your choice. Otherwise, if you wish to speak with somebody, some guidance is required, you can dial these numbers and executives will help you. Thank you so much for watching.